In the meantime, President Muhammadu Buhari has handed down a 5-day ultimatum to all members of the Federal Executive Council aspiring for any political position to resign their appointment. The latest date approved by the President is 16th of May 2022, that Monday. However, this presidential directive excludes the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, because he's an elected member of the cabinet. Minister of Information Lai Mohammed said this directive might involve political appointees if the need arises. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
The appointment of several ministers in President Muhammadu Buhari's cabinet has been short-lived. They have been shown the way out in compliance with Section 84, subsection 12 of the 2022 Electoral Act. States governors have already directed appointees in their cabinet to comply with the provisions of the Electoral Act. But members of the Federal Executive Council remained in office and also continued their campaigns for various elective positions. Now it appears the chicken has come home to roost. The outcome of this week's Federal Executive Council meeting has ended their continued stay in office.
My mandate from the President is that all members of the Federal Executive Council vying for office will have to resign their appointments on or before 16th of May 2022. If there's going to be any amendment or any inclusion, you will be informed in due course.
A new guideline released on the 26th of April by the leadership of the All Progressives Congress stipulates that political appointees should resign at least 30 days before the conduct of primaries. It seems federal government appointees seeking to contest on the platform of the APC may have already contravened this guideline by waiting to be pushed out of office.
Mr. President has the right to ask to appoint members of his cabinet, reshuffle them, replace them, and to that extent, I think he has the right to say those of them that he wants, who are serving him, who he has appointed, and they want to run for office, irrespective of circumstances that he, as Mr. President, who has the power of nomination, I think he has the right to ask them to resign.
In the coming days, the law will be put to test by different political interest groups seeking different interpretations of the law as the rush to contest for various offices in next year's general election gathers momentum. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
Well, Femi Akonde, our State House correspondent, joins me on the news now for more on this. Femi, May 16th, that's the new date the President has set out for members of the cabinet who are vying for elective offices to resign. Tell us more about this new directive.
Well, a lot of people did not expect it. Even those affected, I believe, did not expect that would be the outcome of today's Federal Executive Council meeting. You know, people have been asking questions: when will federal appointees be made to comply with these electoral provision of the Electoral Act, Section 84, subsection 12, and also the APC guideline that says that political appointees should resign 30 days before the conduct of the primary election. We are beginning to see some of them comply now. We have had the Minister of State for Education has dropped his resignation letter, and there are also speculations that the Minister of Science and Technology have also dropped the speculation letter. We are hearing that the Minister of Labour, that's Chris Ngige, is saying he would still have to consult before he tenders his resignation letter. You know, in the Federal Executive Council, there are about 5 members of that council who are interested in the highest position in the country, that is the office of the president. And some of them are also contesting at different levels, some in their states, some at the senatorial level. And of course, I believe from what we understand, the president would want a cabinet that will be focused on executing plans, policies, and programs of his administration and not distracted by politics and politicking. So, and the president's administration is determined to finish strong in the last lap of his second term tenure. So that is why this directive was issued to ensure that the president has people who are focused on his team that would help him achieve that goal of finishing strong.
All right, Femi, thank you very much for that update. Femi Akonde is our State House correspondent.